medical breakthrough in tonight's special assignment. For years, millions of children diagnosed with scoliosis have suffered through months of painful back braces and major surgery. And now in Austin, doctors among just 4 in the U.S. Surgeons offering an alternative. Tonight Beat's Jim Bergamo reports.
17-year-old Taylor Harris displays confidence, poise, and a perfect posture as she competes in the recent Miss Texas Teen USA pageant. But just a few years ago, this is what Taylor's back looked like in a swimsuit. At age 12, she was diagnosed with scoliosis, a disease, as this animation demonstrates, that results in severe curvature of the spine. Doctors say it gets progressively worse over time, and teenage girls are 10 times more likely to be affected than teenage boys.
And it'll even get serious enough for me to fall to the ground.
Initially, doctors fitted Taylor with what's called a Boston brace. It's designed to help straighten the spine. She wore it for
8 months, 23 hours a day.
She could only take it off to shower. She had to sleep in it. She wore it all the time. She got calluses on her back, on her sides from wearing it.
When I was in the Boston brace, that's when I became the brace girl, I guess. And I would have to wear baggy clothes over the brace, and no one would know.
It was really hard as a mom to see your child go through stuff. It was really hard. And when the doctor said she had to be braced and 23 hours a day, she starts crying, and I started crying. So it was tough. It was tough to see your child go through something like that.
Dissatisfied with the brace and specific major surgery as their only doctor-recommended options, Taylor and her mother left Houston's medical district and came to Austin and the Seton Spine and Scoliosis Center.
Muscles feeling normal, not atrophic at all.
Dr. Matthew Geck is the first surgeon in Central Texas and one of only 4 in the country who perform a corrective spinal surgery that's far less invasive than traditional operations.
So instead of making one long incision down the middle and peeling the muscles off, I make one little incision in either 2 or 3 places, and then I move those around the muscles.
Geck says it's still major surgery, but because the incisions are so much smaller, he's able to minimize the muscle trauma and thus get patients back doing their normal activities in about 3 to 4 months. In Taylor's case, activities like pageant competitions and cheerleading.
3 months after she had the surgery, she had cheerleader tryouts, not knowing she was going to be able to make the varsity team again, and she did.
Taylor knows she'll never regain all of her flexibility, but she says she'll gladly trade it for the newfound confidence that comes from walking with a straight spine.
And I did gain a lot of confidence, and that's good for any teenager. But as a girl, that's especially important. And it just makes you feel beautiful inside, really.
Taylor says she views the slight scars the surgery has left behind as visible lifelines. She hopes they help spark conversation with other young women who may suffer from the same illness. You'll find a link to the Seton Spine and Scoliosis Center at the end of the story on KVUE.com. Jim Bergamo, KVUE News Night Beat.